But I reminded my kids to make something special for their daddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they did something.
That's good.
I was
That's
out.
good.
I have one menopause session coming in the for tomorrow. So
Okay.
I'm preparing. I should be a little
Okay.
thorough, but cannot speak. I was
Sure.
preparing since yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot to study, sir. It's a lot, and I'm very scared to advocate if I'm not sure. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
Research.
interesting.
Research helps definitely. So. mm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, I was thinking you have told that you were going to talk about the foods as well. It is really important. Hmm. Yeah, for the anti-inflammatory foods. Because
I did already
yeah.
the talk, Sharmi.
Oh, is it? Okay. I'm not being active in the OBN, so
No, no,
probably
not in
I'm
OBN.
missing out a
I'm
lot of
not
good
going
things.
to OBN these days because it's taking too much time for me, especially that time when I have the evening sessions. It is conflict with that. So yesterday I was there briefly, but I cannot give that much time anymore because it's taking too much time. So
Yes, you have a project coming and what you
yeah,
can update me. How can
I
I contribute because I missed the meeting?
oh. I don't know because we had that meeting and we were looking for sponsors and we were looking for crowdfunding, and
Okay.
one of my friends referred to a producer. He did doctors, I believe. So
Okay.
and other people we kind of listened. That's it, and then we kind of agreed to communicate in one group. So that's why I'm trying to create a group and then maybe put it on the class or something that would be easy for them to follow what is going on. I'm having individual meetings, but this meeting I updated what has happened so far. So they were kind of happy. So I know it becomes midnight for you, but then everybody else is in India or here. So it's kind of so I think 5 or 6 people came, and 2 people are from here and 4 from India. So
Yeah,
that's good.
especially in perimenopause, I'm being very conscious about the stress and sleep management is the first thing.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
didn't want to miss my sleep.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, midnight is difficult, no, for people.
Mm.
That's okay. But basically, I had experience in coordinating different continents, and when I was doing my masters. So I was the
Yeah.
anchor because I was the leader for the group. They make 6 or 7 groups or something like that. Then I had 8 people from different places. So it was a tough thing to coordinate everybody. So everybody is different zone. One in Israel, one in Egypt, one is in India, one is in Los Angeles, one is in New York, and I mean, so it was tough.
Makes sense.
I understand. So, but whoever can make it the best, that's the best thing that we did. Anyway, yesterday with the father's thing, something came up was. Uh, how is the Pitru was very respected in olden days, and now that has kind of slipped because most of the people kind of learn everything, a lot of ways and all that in through the phone, and also a lot of different cultures were exposed. It used to be only young people are kind of used to listen to their daddies and all that, but now even those people are with iPads, iPads, and they are different people are coming and influencing them, right? So that's why the role of the father as used to be, I wanted to show. That's why I wrote that article. But what does it mean to be father in olden times and father now? Because the value system that the parents really passed on, that was not there. That's why when you grow up, when you want to learn these things, it has become so difficult because you are brainwashed in some other way, conditioned in some other way. Either the Indian system, English system, or American system, whatever systems that are there, people are really uh, brainwashed. And then making money and getting things. Those, yeah, those become valuable, not internal development. So
I actually, these days, from my opinion, these days, dads are just looked upon like a providers only.
yeah,
Monetary stability
yeah,
and all kinds of providers, but the
yeah,
emotional connection
yeah.
and learning from them, that
No,
goes a little deeper. Yeah.
even here also, the American kids, one thing I say is they are advised to be supporting themselves from a very young age, or at least contribute to the family's upkeep and all that. So they do the simple things. There was a kid in front of my house, and their father is a teacher. But this kid was doing lawns, doing everything, all the work, and he dad is come and help them those lawn jobs, and then he became dean's list and everything in his studies too. So in my own and voice, he became a very good earner, very young age too. And now the computer thing, they are making a lot of money on the e-commerce, and that is what we saw, that is there. But then many times they walk through the house like strangers. They get education, they get a friend circle, something, and not really focused. It's called dharmic way in ancient times. That means what is right in life, what kind of moral values, what kind of ethical values, what kind of conscious living, social living, all that were kind of followed from the parent. Lots of time they did the same work the patient did. I mean, parent did, the dad did, But even in 1950s here in America, there is something like a father knows best. That's how they used to have that, and then father, but that is eroded. Not only father, even mother also, because the external source, it used to be you have to go to the library and read something, but now it is in your own hand. If you have questions, something answer comes right away. The question is that whatever you see on the Google or saying that, is that the only knowledge? Is there something else that we need to learn? That is where the system of dharmic way for the parent, sahadharmacharni for the wife, and understanding people, or understanding society or relation to the world, all that is embedded because the parents themselves spend time to acquire that, what is called gnana. See, what we learn, science and everything, is called vijnana. But this is gnana, knowing yourself, knowing your relation to the world, or your harmony with the world. That is very important. And gnana, vijnana, people don't understand clearly. And then what it is gnana, you can really have to go inward and find out. That is the tough thing for a lot of people. But to begin with, if you are brainwashed, then you have to uncondition that to really learn your gnana. So what used to happen in ancient times, as I understand it, they had this gurukul, for which they were given around 5 years or so. The parents left the kid with the teacher in his home, mostly in away from the civilized world, or the this rat race. And then those kids were brought up in nature with the understanding of calming the mind, turning the mind inward, and doing that. Now, you guys at this age, I had to get you do that. That's very difficult because you are conditioned in certain way, and that conditioning of the mind overcome You cannot do from outside. You have to do it yourself by going in. That they thought what is called dharmic way. Dharmic means righteous living, right? Once you have that righteous living, then you understand what is ahimsa, what is satya, like that, and then you came out of the school not only proficient in the ways of the world of making living and all that, but above that, how to live and what to understand. That kind of understanding people came in. That's why they were not selfish. They wanted to contribute to the nature, to the world. Mm. That is not there. Now you learn a little bit, you say, oh, I'm going to go and earn all these things for myself, and then I don't care what happens to suffering. And then you contribute to suffering, and you also suffer. That's what is happening, right? So losing parental system in a way was not good. And now kids know more than the parents about the technology.
That's what my son, that's what my boy says.
Yeah, they know more, but they don't know. They don't know how to handle things if things go wrong or suffering comes their way or somebody dies or something like that. They, yeah, and then they know what they do. They go to the crutches. Mortal crutches are smoking, alcohol, drugs, or listening to somebody, becoming slave to them. Those things have become really the friends and circle is important. And also nowadays they have friends transcontinental, not in the same town, same country, but different. Many teenage girls are lured by these online predators, because Instagram. Some people encourage them to commit suicide. Can you believe that?
Oh, yeah, yeah. The tarot reading and all
these yeah, things. Yeah, yeah, everything. Yeah. Yeah. So, what I kind of promote is how can you be self reliant on yourself? How can you go inward and then find out? The further, first of all, keep quiet. Don't be talking a lot. And that is very difficult because there's this inner talking going on all the time. Can I really be, that kind of silent mind which can really tap into the universal knowledge and consciousness and all? That is very rare. Most of the time, people come to me with maybe misplaced knowledge or half knowledge or really no knowledge, but they think we have a lot of knowledge. Yeah, they have knowledge about things, but do you have knowledge about your inner self? That's the question. That's where you can be very peaceful inside in the presence of a lot of turmoil around you, and you can be joyful and happy. That is teleology, epistemology, a lot of different sciences where basically they ask fundamental questions. What is real? What in the life is real? What is Sat? Yeah, that's a big deal. What is existence? What is real? Second question is, how do we learn? What is the learning? What is all that related to knowledge? And also, what is the meaning? Why the meaning in life is not there? And this they compiled into one thing. It's existence, consciousness, and bliss. What is existence? We exist, yeah, but the existence itself is there. We come and go, right? But the existence is there. And what is that reality? That is a big, big question. And then what is knowledge? How do we know just a few facts about the world, or how do we feel? How do we think? Where do we come from? Where are we going? And all that. That is a really knowing about the existence and the things in it and the life related. These deeper questions were answered in philosophy, consciousness circles, but when you really look at it, ancient explored them to an extent that is very, very deep and then very, very true. And once you engage in the same level of exploration, then you can discover them too for yourself. Okay, so that kind of question. Other thing, what is the meaning of? We want joy, we want happiness, we want all that, right? But is there something to strive for? Is it outward or inward? You see, that's the thing, what it is a mistake, and I'm convinced about the happiness, joy inward. But in the beginning, it's kind of why, what is this going on? What is happening here? We thought we are pursuing happiness. We want to get money, things, house and comforts and all that. But they become meaningless after a while, especially if you have inner questions and you are not going for any crutches and you want to know, and friends betray you, family betrays you, or the neighbors do that. So many different things happen. Then I say, okay, this is all not there. Family structure, political structure, any of the societies you join, they all come out like empty. Then they say, there was one guy I remember he used to be with several uncles, including Arabindo. Uh, there, they had a strict routine for the yoga. They have to do this way, that way, and all that. And then he was in the political system too, because thinking, oh, all these political freedom fighters at the time, they were very noble. But once he goes there, he sees same kind of human jealousy, human anger, all those things. He doesn't see any peace and quiet with them. Then he goes to the spiritual people and he goes to different people. He does. Then finally he comes to Ramana Maharshi's ashram, where Ramana Maharshi says, you don't have to be anything, you don't have to belong to anything. All you have to do is keep your mind quiet and sit down and do the inquiry and find out who you are. And then he did that. He did not have any mediators. People had directly, they go to talk to him, and then he would talk to you at his own level. But you have to understand. So then he settled on that, because they don't have a routine. They don't have a bong in the morning, and you got to get up and do the breathing yoga and all that. So you just have to engage yourself in self inquiry. But any questions you can put to him, and Ramana Maharshi will answer, and you have to figure it out with him. Like, lots of times, Ramana Maharshi used to say, in order to find who you really are, your inner essence, you got to destroy who you think you are, or you built up you are. That is persona. Oh, I am this lady, I am this coach, I am this mother, all those roles and statuses and everything he will say, you got to destroy them. Destroy in the sense, they are not really you. You realize that. And then it becomes so much easier to go that way. So he finds that, and he finds that, oh, this is beautiful. This is really, really making us feel like good. So then he shows real maturity in that, and then later on he would not talk his experiences for a long time. He was a young man when he was with Ramana Maharshi, but Ramana Maharshi died in 1950. But this man survived, because young man is here a long time. I think in 1985 he talked, and then he said, Ramana Maharshi took care of us like a parent. He fed us. He kind of gave us a different perspective, and then he kind of showed us that death is a myth, and really helped us to be liberated within by ourselves, by our own inquiry now. So very important to just reading books, just listening to people. You may not get this at all. What they used to do in ancient times in the Gurukul, in the beginning when they were very young, they used to put this knowledge into the kids, and then let them use that knowledge as an anchor so that they will be stable, not really dependent on anybody. But then when they go out, they're allowed to marry, have their life, have kids and all that. But at the end of it, they turned back to this as the end of life. That is not happening nowadays because they have never told in the beginning, and then they never had this goal of coming back to it. That is moksha. Moksha was the highest value, and dharmic way is towards the moksha. So the dharmic way, the righteous way, is allowed to persist in the culture and not allowed to be a different thing. Because that way they were accepting everybody, Muslim, Christian, Jain, whatever, right? So everybody is the same, everybody has the same divinity and all. So you have democratic way of understanding deep knowledge. That is everybody is capable of turning inward and look at it. But they look for somebody. Oh yeah, what he said is very good. And then they will say, oh, you kind of added value to this, and then they go by their way. Next moment, after they walked out of the hall, they forgot. See that's what's happening. But what is needed is got to sit down and you got to have your own questions. You have to turn your mind inward and then discover your own inner essence and truth and all that. But once that is there, you are really liberated from all influences, and then you go and work for the welfare of the world. Not to rub this in, but whoever is interested, they can explore, but we can only say maybe do this way that you can do instead of going to teacher, or book to book. Turn inward, find your own inner teacher. You know, there is a Telugu song this Andamaya wrote. In that he says, "You gave me this human bird, and this through the birth I can liberate myself, I can liberate my mind, and such a beautiful thing. But I have all these temptations, all this living for the pleasures of flesh and all that, and those things are I never miss, but I miss this inner knowledge." And he kind of exposes what is the struggle in human life, that people are not able to realize that dharmic way, the righteous way, towards the inner liberation of our mind. So it doesn't learn things and then go certain way and want us to come back and drop it and all that. So that kind of different things happen to different people, right? So I have several friends here on Mumbai. Let's see whether anybody has any questions. Peter is there, and maybe he will come up his own time. And so, do you know what is a bhogi, Sharvi?
Sir,
Who is a bhogi?
who
Okay.
is self-aware?
No. Bhogi and yogi, right? Bhogi is somebody who is always going after the pleasures and always fulfilling those sensory needs and accumulation and all, right? Somebody who is like a worldly life and enjoying the pleasures and all. Nothing wrong with it, but that bogey is kind of wants out, especially Americans who live in all sorts of luxuries, all sorts of pleasures. By the time they are teenagers, they are fed up with it, and they have to have more and more of it. That's why the people who start drugs or alcohol or anything, that gets deeper and deeper because initial dose is not enough anymore, right? So that is the problem with anything, even any pleasure you take it. So suppose you want to see movies and you do 10 movies in a row, then you are fed up of seeing movies, right? But once in a while you see the movie, then you can enjoy it more, right? But nowadays, the screen is in front of you, so you can see movie from morning till evening, Netflix, right? People are on the binge for that. But they discover themselves, this is not it, you know. So even Buddha, he led a very bhogic life because his father made him have those occasions of pleasures. He built a palace and he built everything around him. He would not allow him to go out. And he said all these dancing girls and everything, every pleasure in the world is provided to him. He's a prince. He has a lot of money too. But then, because of that, he was kept away from all the suffering. Suddenly, he sees suffering one day. He kind of everything revolts in him. He wants to find out what's the reason for the suffering. So he ventures out, and then for I think 13 years or so, he kind of does this self exploration, and then there are systems of yogi, systems of Advaita, systems. So he goes and talks to all of them. But eventually, he himself realizes that's the mind that is causing all this. So he transcends the mind, he becomes a Buddha. That is the title of it. So from bhogi to yogi to really self-realized person. Now, yoga ultimate aim also is to be self-realized person. The physical yoga is only to keep the body healthy enough so that it can sit down and do the investigation. Now so much suffering is there because they're brainwashed or think like only bhoga is the way of life, materialistic way of worldly life. That's why if you have so much money, so much this thing and all that, you will be. So they don't know how to be without money. They don't know how to be simple in their mind without following anybody. They don't know how to inquire by themselves, some book or somebody and all that. No, you got to really discard all of that and then calm yourself and find out what is it that is life about. That kind of self-inquiry is not there. Everybody thinks, oh, we can inquire together, we can help each other. No, you got to turn inward and find out. So that is the difference between bhoga, worldly pleasures, yoga, striving towards self realization, and really self realization comes from self inquiry. Yoga's ultimate aim is to really calm your mind and then let your inner self come out. Amrutasya Putra, they said. Everybody has this nectar of eternity in the form of a divine nature within us. Realizing that and getting into that is the big deal. You know, I wonder what my friends are thinking about it. Anybody I want to come up? You're more than welcome to come up and ask me questions or tell me what is your experience about this. That would be interesting for other people too.
Like you said, the bogey, which attains satisfaction from all the external factors, temporary ones. It has happened to me also as well, as a normal human
No,
being.
no. The question is that going to provide the fulfillment or it is temporary fulfillment?
They are completely temporary because I started to search for truth.
Yeah, that is the personal experience of everybody like that, Sharmi. That's it. Everybody's experience is that these are not enough. And then they go for it.
My family, everybody said, you have everything. You have everything. I don't have to work. I have everything in my hand. But I felt something was missing, something terribly missing.
That is the experience of everybody. The highest person also, if you ask them, they have a lot of money, but they will tell you that.
Sir, it disturbed my marriage also. I thought the problem is in the marriage, but then I went for a healing trip for 50 days, just being alone. I was happy just being alone without doing any work, eat and sleep.
Yeah.
And surrounded by loving people. Yeah. I felt very satisfied and happy. Then I thought, I am happy by myself. It's not a marriage. Like so many things. It's very beautiful. I need to understand.
You are happy by yourself also. You have to go and examine. Is that real or is it egotistical? You see? That is also has to be inquired. Hi, Satya.
Hi.
How are you?
School
Uh,
school వచ్చాను ఒక మీటింగ్ కోసం.
okay, okay. That's fine. We are talking about boga and yoga. You are in the boga world, so that's fine. Uh, sometimes I don't know whether they got the ring or not. That's why I ring again, and then yeah, yeah, you can ignore. Don't worry about it. So, so that is the thing, Sharmi, because you remember Dharmartha Kama Mokshas I talk about all the time. Um,
Yeah.
in a righteous way, make a living. This is Artha. What you need and what you have to do that too. But the problem is thinking those accumulations are the end goal. That is going on in the modern life. You know, they are not end goal for the sake of needs and essentials. They become need goals for psychological needs, and that's why people who have a lot of money they accumulate because they have psychological need of I have to have a lot of money, otherwise they don't have future. I have to have insurance policies, otherwise I don't have future. That kind of thing. So when you teach kids by like, oh, you'll suffer if you don't make a lot of money, they think money is the one end all be all, and make a lot of money, then I can be very secure. Okay, that's the myth. That's the myth that the ancients cracked very quickly, and then they kind of showed the real permanent liberation within that they call moksha. So first one is the artha, they have to do in a dharmic way. Second one is kama, that is the desires, innocent desires. They are also okay for some extent, but then beyond certain things, they are not. But the problem with that day is they make you sensory slave. And then you cannot get rid of that easily. That's why both artha and kama can be done to some extent, but don't have illusion they're going to liberate you. And that's why they said moksha, mokshardham. That means you got to work um, for the liberation of yourself by having this self inquiry, which is about calming the mind, mindfulness, meditation. Beyond that, the self inquiry happens a deep question. So, any question of this, keep them for 1 week in your mind. It's not superficial question, it's a deep questioning of what is reality, what is Sat, what is existence, what is consciousness, what is our knowledge, that is a chit. And then what is the aiming for, what is the meaning, that is the bliss, happiness that we strive for within. And then different people talked about it in different way. Like in Muslim culture, the Rumi, he said, I was knocking the door, then I realized I'm already inside you know and he also said somebody is looking for something outdoor, and then this man says, what are you looking, sir? Oh, I'm looking for a key for my house. And then he said, why did you lose it here? No, I lost it in my home. Then why are you not looking in the home? Oh, there is no light there, that's why I'm looking for it outside, where that is lost in the house. But he's looking for it outside. That is what is happening in the modern life also. They have lost the key of their anchor, of their compass inside, and then they're looking for the anchor outward things, outward pleasures. You see, that's why modern life is so stressgenic, burnogenic, and also suffering. But whereas you have modern times, but you understand how the world has evolved, and then you kind of step away from it. But the thing is, everybody develops the ego without knowing anything, and that ego takes you towards those things because unless I'm this position, I'm having this money and accumulations, I'm not going to be recognized, I'm not respected, or whatever, right? Then what is happening? They're able to not do that. Okay.
Some disturbances.
I I don't know. Somebody's mic is open. Maybe it's yes. Shanak, are you? Can you hear me now? I think it is, yeah. It is yes, okay. He's in a school. He's attending a meeting or something. That's why it is like that. That's okay. So I was referring to this Boga versus yoga, which was uh, followed by the parents. That's why they had a lot of respect for the mother and also the father. Even mothers, they played a very significant role, right? The first teacher, and they taught them values, they taught them what is the important way, corrected them and all that, They did not corrupt the kids with outward things like this. They taught them go to the trees, go to the animals. There is an episode of Ramayana, Ramananda Sagar's Ramayana. Sita raises the Lavakusha in a very, very dharmic way and also a comprehensive way, and then puts them like a red leaders where they're not going for their own inner pleasures or inner sensation, but they are looking for the outwardly. That's why when they hear about Rama leaving Sita, they think that he was a dharma person. they, they lose respect for the Rama. They didn't know he's their father, but then they lose respect because of what they heard about him. What he did to Sita. But they didn't even know Sita was his mother. But the sense of dharma means righteous living. What is right? What is the correct thing to do in life? They knew, and that's why. So that kind of, not according to certain culture, but according to what is human, what is compassionate, what is truthful living, and that kind of thing was embedded in the dharmic life. So everybody didn't have to be told about you got to be ethical, moral this way, and they are raised. That was around, and they strive for it. Everybody uh, kind of measure to it. That's the highest way. There are people who are thieves, who are other people, but then they were also, some of them converted, became big, like Valmiki. He was a hunter. He used to kill all animals. He had a, you know, awakening, and then he turns around. He brings this big volume of book that kind of dictated everything for our dharmic living way, until even when I was young, those things are there. Ekapatni Vrata, that was a value given to us. You got to be married to only one woman and all that. And that was maintained by several people I saw around me. The uncles, the brothers and sisters, they all maintained that value. But then that's all eroded, thinking of personal liberation and all. So, what is real wisdom, what is not, is itself is a big problem. Are you gaining the wisdom to inflate your ego, or do you want to transcend ego? No, many people, even they come to me for some questions, they immediately understand something. Immediately they say they know a lot, and they inflate their ego, and then they go say, I'm going to teach everybody. I see that all the time. So what can we do about it? So Father's Day was good. We went to that Italian restaurant, and we had a nice dinner because my daughter knows the menu, and then she understands what is what and all that, right? So we enjoy her ordering for us, and then we had a meal and came back, and that was a very nice one. Then. This morning, I found that I did not agree, a little bit of discomfort. But then I started to do my yoga and all that. After a while, it's gone completely. So I didn't have to take anything. No, I don't have any medicine cabinet, anything inside. So First aid also maybe something with a cut and all that, but basically no medications. Everything is attended by what is that we can correct, and that really helps a lot. There is a way to unify our energies by ourselves, and one of the biggest thing is come to the awareness of what you are living, what you have done. That is kind of breeding this so-called symptoms. Instead of taking something for symptom, listen to the symptom. Listen to it. Is it emergency? Is it simple? Or is it something, in the functional variation? Most of it you can correct with the natural ways. Okay, maybe, big, don't eat anything for a while, or drink water. So many natural methods we do. Breathe if you are having stuffiness of nose and cough and all that. That's what I do. I do Kapalabhati quite vigorously, and usually if I have a sore throat, if that kind of goes away. For me at least. So understanding energy layer, understanding where the energy is disturbed, understanding what are the natural ways you can do. That's all yoga, and then you can keep your body tip-top shape and also deal with small things very easily. And that becomes your inner resilience as you are going along. And then you become more and more resilient. So basically, immunity is better, your resistance to disease is better, your metabolism circulates better. That's why your chronic diseases are helped by yoga. So we are going to talk about all this on Saturday when I do the International Yoga Day. So my intention is to show people how can you have an integrated yoga as your daily life, and that way it seeps through your body, mind, heart, and also knowledge, but also the energy and your reaction, your reactions, how they are doing. Action means your work, your everything. Reactions is what you get from the work. How do you feel about it? How do you react? A lot of it is that is reducing the stress. So understanding all. So your entire life is kind of done by staying in the state of yoga. That means you are in a true essence, that is the Brahman, and not your thoughts, not your mind, not your feelings, not your body, the shape and appearance of that. And once you understand all that, being in state of yoga means not in this body, not in this mind, identifying as though I am the body, I am the mind, but the essence that is giving life to the body and the mind. Once you understand the essence, it doesn't feel, doesn't think wrongly and all that, then you are always in that, and whatever you do comes from the state of yoga. Is that clear, Sharmi? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what we are going to do.
Looking forward for Saturday session.
Yeah, but you won't get it just with that. You will be introduced to it, but you have to do a lot of work for that to be in that state all the time. Once you have realized, oh, this is what I am really, you don't have to, what it is people flip back to the old self very easily. That's why Krishna said, every day you get up, you will flip back to your old self, right? So you got to lift yourself and then realize every day, that kind of thing. So the morning routine is a part of, but I want you to get to that state and then realize that state and work it. What I'm doing in the morning report, get up and understand what are the tensions in your body and stretch and breathe into it so that the tensions will go away. So your body is energized and your body is awake and your body has the capacity to do the work, stamina to do the work, right? And then look at your mind. Is the mind is out of control? It's or is it mind kind of making you really go in a certain direction in a what you call vyavasayika buddhi? That means one pointedness of your purpose, right? And then do that in everything that you do, because you are not in your mind, but in your inner essence that is using the mind. So that's why my mind works and then stops, works and stops. That anybody can do, but they don't do it because they allow the mind to go all over and they nurture the networks. Don't do that. Then they will come back and haunt you. And then people are not aware. That's why they do that. And then how do you deal with your heart? How do you show your love and empathy, sympathy to animals, plants, other people? And that is something you learn in the job. Suppose a beggar comes, do you shoo him away, or do you give him like a penny or something that you have that will help him to really help himself? So that kind of thing, or give him opportunity, give him skills that he can make his own livelihood and all that. So whatever you do, you don't do it for your own inner egoic nature or your own external needs. You think they are, but you do it because it is part of your responsibility to contribute to life. So all these things are the Hatha Yoga is the body. The Raja Yoga is for the pointedness of mind. Um, Karma Yoga is for how you do your job and your work unselfishly. And how do you allow your heart to be loving heart and then giving friendship and love and everything to everybody, whoever comes to your path. And then how do you understand your own knowledge? What do you understand about the world? What do you understand about it? How are you bringing that knowledge help you guide in the life? That is the Gnana Yoga. So five yogas are blended in our daily life, not to say, oh, I'm going to do Hatha Yoga, but you understand the flow. The whole thing is one because you are not alone, you are not individual, you are part of everything. The universal consciousness is there within you as your independent consciousness or individual, not independent, individual. And then you understand, oh, I am that. That is the Mahavakya, Tattvamasi. That is, I am that. Once you understand that, everything flows from your immortal self. So you will watch your body, whether body will get old, body get going away, it doesn't matter because you know you want to be that eternal self. So you have time to do that. You are not afraid to do it. And also you treat everybody having that. So the permanent things that are there. Vivekananda said this to Ishwar Chandra, said, I only know this life. I want to get the every drop out of it. So don't want to worry about all the other things. And then he said, I also want to do everything with this life. I want to squeeze every drop out of it, but I know I'm permanent. I'm eternal. So I don't have death or anything. So I have time. I can do in this time or next time or whatever. And then I also know that everybody is like me, I am like them, so I don't have any fear or any complaints. So I squeeze life like that, and that's why I get much more than when you think it's only life. But he talked about, he said something very, very telling. If only you know who you really are, that is the essence of it. If only you know, he's called them Amrutasya Putra. That means the one with the immortal nectar. Amruta means immortal nectar. That is immortal, that is permanent, that is ever present. If only you know you are that, then you don't weep about how your body is getting deteriorated and all that. Or your mind is losing the spontaneity, memory, or imaginative capacity. You don't regret that. That's the nature of the physical mind. It will go down. But you will be more alert and more with it till the end of life once you understand this and then live in awareness using the thought using the feeling, but not being identifying with those thoughts. Okay, so it's a question of understanding that. So hopefully that makes some sense to you guys. So now we're coming to the hour of our morning routine, which I do every day with for my friends and for myself too. So we stretch our body and deep breathe and read. Thereby, we make our body having those weaknesses or lack of energy and all that go away, so that when I go to the work or do whatever I do for the society or whatever, I am healthy and having the energy to do it. Okay. And when I take the deep breaths, I don't react to everything. I kind of respond to things. Then I also want to keep my mind in whatever I do. Don't let the mind vagabond. That's a big mistake. Bring it to the present moment. What is happening here? Am I focused on this here? That kind of attention focus, that kind of focused on the present moment, I practice in this hour, where I invite people to come back to here and now. Bring your attention to the breath. That is easy, and then feel the air coming in and out. And also feel the sensations in your body. That's way you keep your attention here. That is a practice you have to do about the attention, about the one pointedness. And then also offer some service from your heart. I want to help people. I want to, make them really be nurtured, whatever. So that is how you get the heart out. And then you really connect with who you are, your inner essence. That is the end of that. Okay, we do four things: stretch the body, breathe, and keep the mind here, and really watch the thoughts. Don't get indulged by that, or don't suppress them. And then you kind of cultivate this non-reacting attitude for things, but responding to the responsibility without mental, emotional thing. Okay, and then you kind of offer your heart, the service, through the heart. And then you say, okay, lose or win, they're all equanimous. I'll take both of them equal, but learn from the failure and go towards the winning next time. That kind of. Okay. So these are the 7 principles that we do. They are all designed so that you can go to work joyfully, work with capacity, work with no stress generating, and then come home a winner in all sorts of things. And then continue the same next day too. So your life becomes an offering, not like something just to get some few pleasures and then you think a big deal. That's why the suffering. Okay. So let me connect this iPad for this one also, so that
So is it okay to practice? I just had my lunch 15 sometimes back. Is there anything like empty stomach? Or no?
Be careful with when you're doing the breathing exercises a little bit. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
I don't even do serious yoga here. Just do very minimal, simple things so that other people also can do that. But if you want to do something on your chronic disease, much more serious yoga, then you got to, you got to come to my morning wellness club, project, or in the evening. Right now, 2 people are coming. So, okay. Okay, and then people who are late night, like in India, they may want to come for my evening sessions. That becomes a morning thing, right? So you can do that. So we're going to start breathing in, and we start the routine like that. Always have your spine straight. right? Always keep the mind straight, and then as you deep breathe, breathe through the nose, and you're sucking from the abdomen and it's going in, right? And then as the breathe out, it is going out as the abdominal wall going towards the spine. Okay, that's what we do. Okay, let's start. First, we do Vastrika. Seven times, seven count you breathe in, and then hold for 4 count and breathe out for 8 count. Watch my right hand rising with inspiration. Hold it. Going towards the spine. Okay, that is 2 complete. 3 complete. Halfway. 4 complete. 4 more. Okay, that is Vastrika. You do this preferably on an empty stomach. Okay, but if you have eaten something half an hour later, okay, that's okay too. Now raise your hands, both of them, to the camera and elbows bent. And as you take the deep breath, let the hands go up over the head, straighten the elbows. And as you breathe out, bring them down with vigor. That is awakening. You do that anywhere in the office, whether you eat or not, that's okay. And now we're going to do the third deep one, diaphragmatic breathing, clasping the hands together, keep them under the chin, and as you raise the elbows, start taking deep breath through the nose and let the head go back. On the top now, open the mouth and whisper the word ah as you breathe out and as you bring the elbows down. Slow, deliberate, keeping your mind here and now. Two, three, complete. Halfway, 4 more to go. 3 more to go. 2 more to go. 1 more to go. Okay. Those are the 3 exercises. Make sure your mind is here. You're following the sense of air touching the nose as you breathe in, breathe out. That's how you keep your mind here and now. If your mind goes away, bring it back. That is the practice I want to do through the hour. So that becomes an hour of awareness. Okay? Not you are not doing something and then thinking something else. All the things I have, the 7th thing coming up today, I don't think of them now. I'm here and now with you guys. Okay? Now let's do what's called yogic jogging. Just march here, just slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now we're going to raise the knee all the way up like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That is the second variety. Do them 100 times, so whatever you feel comfortable. with you can take some support also. Okay. Now keep both your hands, if you can, put it on the hips, fingers front, thumbs facing each other on the back. And now ease the knees and go down and come up, breathing out. Take a deep breath in as you go. Don't bend forward. Uh, keep the spine straight, and then come down. And as you come up, squeeze the buttocks and breathe out. 4, 5, 6. Spine straight and breathing in, breathing out, coming up, squeezing the buttocks. 2 more. This is the third variety of exercise you can do. You can do 100 times. It's the great gaps, 20 times gap, 20 like that. Okay. And now spread your legs, the 4 feet. Okay. And then lunge one side and then go the other side. Feel the inner thighs working here. Don't turn, just straight for now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? And now turn towards the left, turning your body, left foot forward, and lunge to the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn forward and turn to the right side. Right foot turned forward, right knee lunges to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's a good thing to do early in the morning, And now what you do is you spread the legs and then come back and touch the right hand to the left knee as the left hand goes back to the back. And do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? And do the side ones. Take the right hand below the right knee and then come up, left hand, left knee. Don't bend forward, run the side, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, variety of muscles are activated. Now raise both hands to the front, and as you take the hands out and head goes back, take deep breath. As you breathe out, bring the hands to the front to meet each other. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? So you can also do Surya Namaskars if you want, but that's maybe tough for some people. So I don't know what your capacity is. That's why I will demonstrate on Saturday, step by step.
That's Surya Namaskar, sir. I have practiced long time back yoga, little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but not everybody. The Janet, other people are there, elderly people that can do it. Okay, so somebody wants to come up here. Okay, Michaela, I'll talk to you later, Michaela. We are doing the exercise now. Okay, now let's do the other things. Raise your hand, show me the hand to the front, okay? And pull the left hand fingers with the right hand towards you, bending the wrist towards you. 3 breaths. Turn the left hand down, fingers down. Now pull the left hand with the right hand towards you. For the movement for the fingers and the wrist. And do the same on the right side. This is for the farmers. I show them to use their hands and prevent arthritis, okay? Now hold on to the left wrist with the right hand, elevate the elbow above your head, above hand, and pull the left hand towards the right elbow, right shoulder. Do it on the same way on the other hand. Remember, we always do here and now, keep the breathing, and also do both sides of the body. Okay? And now hold on to the left elbow and push it towards the right shoulder and hold it there for 3 times. Do it on the same side, other side. Okay? Keep the left hand on the left shoulder and hold on to the left elbow and push it up, 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 and then 3 breaths. The same on the other side. Right hand to the right shoulder and push the elbow up. Okay? Now, raise both hands to the side and with the fingers away from you, draw a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and give the hands to the side. Take 3 deep breaths. That is relaxation between the exercises. Okay. Now raise both hands to the front, both your palms are facing each other, elbows straight, and now turn the hands to the outward and swim like they are in the water, pushing the water away, and imagine a pencil between the scapular bones in the back and press each other. Come back and raise a little bit above the shoulder, turn the hands again and come back. Come back, raise some more, and last one. Go back, push back, and then feel that pressure between the scapular bones. And come back. And relax with 3 breaths now. So push both your feet 4 feet apart. Both feet are showing to the front. Okay? And now bend forward at the lower lumbar spine, running the hands below the knees. Okay? Go down as much as you can with the head going down. Knees are straight. That's the important thing. And then go down as low as you can under the knees. Both hands go below the knees towards the ankle. Don't bend your knees. And come on. Okay, that is the forward bend. Now, keep your feet together if you can. Put your hands on the hips with the thumbs facing each other in the back, fingers are in the front. And now, straight back. Now, bend your neck to the back, head to the back. And come up and relax. 3 breaths now. Relaxation is very important. So now we will do some asanas. First, come to the samasthiti. Both your feet together, kneecaps are picked. Activate the whole body. Okay, pick up the kneecaps, tuck in the buttocks, and tuck in the lower abdomen, and square the shoulders, and keep the hands straight and to the side like this. This is samasthiti. And tilt the head back a little bit, activating the whole body here. You can close your eyes too if you want more balance, but be careful. You can always use a chair too. And raise your hands to the side. We go to the second asana, which is called Tadasana. Both hands, turn them up, and then bring them up all the way. Okay? And now stretch to the ceiling and stretch to the side. Push your left foot down as you bend to the right side. Three breaths. Come to the straight. Stretch your elbows to the sky again. And this time, press down the right foot as you bend to the left side. Come to the center. Now lean back. Take the hands, elbows, shoulders, head and neck to the back. Press forward with both feet. And come up and bend forward. First take the hands below the knees and then bend forward at the lower lumbar spine. And bring the hands below the knees as low as you can. Keep the knees straight though. Then come up one vertebra at a time. And there you are. That is the second one. Take 3 breaths now. Now keep both feet 6 inches apart. Toes, soles, and heels are clutching the ground. Raise your hands and keep the hands like this, palms facing down, elbows straight, and shoulders relaxed. And now ease your knees and bend them and imagine a chair and go down and sit on there. Keep the hands like that for 10 breaths. Don't put your hands down, but come up on the knees like this. And now lift your heels and come up on the toes. Okay, and now bend the knees and go down for 5 breaths this time. You're on the toes, heels are up. Lower the heels and come up. Keep the hands like that and both knees together and bend them together and go down and stay there for 5 breaths. Come up and lower your hands. See, that is the third one we did. Okay, And the fourth one is stand on the left leg, foot completely into the ground, knee locked, left knee locked. Then pick up the right foot and bring it across the left leg and put it on the left of left foot. Bend your knees and sit down, and then bring the right hand under the left hand like this. 5 breaths. Unwind the hands and bring the feet back to normal. This time, stand on the right leg, right knee locked. And now bring the left foot, lift it up and place it right top right foot. And then bend your knees and go down. Then left hand under the right hand. Come up and release. Now spread both legs wide apart and raise both your hands to the side. Turn the palm outward and the palm go back and meet. Bend forward at the lower spine and bring the head down. Keep the knees straight. Come up and relax. The other one is keep both your legs like this and then run the hands below the knees towards the ankle as you bring the head down. Variation of bird pose. Try to touch the floor with the head if you can. Keep the knees straight. And come up and relax with 3 deep breaths now. Bring your attention to your breath. That is the practice of being in awareness. Being here and now, doing everything with complete attention. That's what I want you to learn and take it like a fragrance for your entire day, whatever you do. Okay, and now put both your feet a little bit wide apart and turn the right foot to the right side and the left foot to the left side, like this. Okay, and now bend down and sit on an imaginary chair and bring your hands to the center of the chest. Namaskar mantra. And go down and stay there for 3 breaths. Then turn and turn your head, turn your elbows like this. So the right elbow comes to the front in the center, left elbow goes back. And turn your head, look over the left shoulder to the back. Five breaths there, come to the center, do the opposite. Come to the center and come up and release both hands and come to the standing posture. 3 deep breaths now. Step forward with the left foot and left knee is lunging forward. Okay? Right foot stays back, facing that way. Right foot is right side. Right knee is straight. Now both your hands on the side, lift them up together. At the shoulder level, they are facing each other. Stay there for a second and then take them up. If you need assistance, take it. And then take it up, clasp them together, except the index finger, like this, and straighten the elbows straight and fall back with the hands, elbows and shoulders and the head and neck. And go forward on the left knee. which is lunging forward. And release the hands. Go to 3 breaths. Straighten. Left to the front and right to the back. And bring them forward and come to the front. Take 3 breaths. Step forward with the right foot and right knee bent forward. And left knee straight, left foot stays to the left. And both hands to the side, come to the shoulder level, go up and clasp them together and stretch the elbows to the top and go back a little bit. Now, release both hands to the front and the back. And release and come back. Always take rest between the asanas. And the last one, triangular pose. Wide step, as wide as you can. Okay? Both feet facing forward initially and turn the right foot to the right side. Bend the right knee to the right side. Okay? Feel the stretch in the inner thighs. And now raise both hands, palms facing forward, elbows straight, and don't twist. And bring the right hand in front of the right knee and the left arm touching the left ear. Lower the left hand down and come up and turn the left foot to the left side. Right foot is now facing forward and bend the left knee to the side. Raise both hands and bring the left hand in front of the left knee and right hand arm touches the right ear. And lower it down. You can stay 3, 5, 8, whatever breaths you can. Okay. So now we are done with the physical exercise with all the things that we have done there with the breathing. We want to now go to the breathing. Okay.
So which one should I avoid? Because I had some food just now.
You don't have to. It's already half an hour. It's okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
And so, is there anything different for during menopause? I will check out later with you. I have some doubts.
That's a session you have to book because it takes a lot of time.
Yeah. I can put my video. Yeah.
I will send you a Calendly, book that, and then you can discuss whatever you want. No problem. Okay.
That will be great.
Yeah, that's better because these days spots are getting filled quickly, so that it's a one way to ensure that we get a time for you. Okay, so that's the easier way, I think. Otherwise,
is there a pranayama for metabolic activity increasing? That will be great.
Everything. Okay, let's start our breathing session here. Wherever you are, sit with your spine erect. That's the requirement. You can sit down on the chair, it's fine. If you sit down on the floor, that's super fine, and that will be better for you. But do whatever you can do. Listen to your body, what it can allow you, okay? So let's do Kapalabhati, where you breathe out while your abdominal wall going in. So you are really attending to the nasal passages clear up. The Kapalabhati will clear up. So this is important for people, but then this is a very dangerous exercise if you don't know how to do it. And also, if you are doing it, some abdominal problems brewing. So if you have any abdominal complaints or surgeries, anything like that, don't do this. Okay. Next 3 exercises like that. Okay. Sit with your back erect.
I can do it. 3 exercises. Okay. 3 exercises. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, If I have bloating once in a while, I can do it. Kapalpati.
You better check with your doctor first before get clearance and do it. Okay.
Yeah. But I practice Kapalpati every day. Try to.
Then no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Around 60.
Did I do correctly, sir?
Yeah, I think you have to, like I said, book a session, then I can pay attention to you.
Sure,
I was closing my eyes. I did not see you. Okay.
I'm practicing.
So,
Okay, sure.
I did not see you while I was closing eyes. Okay. Now, let's say the Agni Sara, where we kind of breathe out and hold the breath. And now holding the breath, move the abdominal wall up and down like a 20 times. I do, but you can do 2 or 5, whatever, okay? But to understand the correct thing. While holding the breath, we're going to move the abdominal wall vigorously. Very important exercise for so many things, okay? But do that properly, okay? So,
abdominal exercise is for exhaling only. I could not understand this.
okay.
I could
All
not
right, let's proceed with our routine now.
Okay.
Like I said, if anybody needs individual attention, it's better to be on the session than pay complete attention to them, then they will do it properly. Okay. Now, we're doing the same routine every day on this. Okay. The third one is 3 bandhas, locks. We lock the lower abdomen, upper abdomen, and the chin. So what do we do? First, we take the deep breath in. Then as we breathe out, we suck in the lower abdomen. That's the first lock. Upper abdomen, second lock. Chin to the chest, third lock. And assuming the locking position, staying there without breathing forever. Okay? So those 3 are very important, tough, but potentially problems too. That's why be careful. Do with guidance and first learn the technique, then do slowly. Start with 2 breaths, 5 breaths like that, and then they go. So don't copy me or don't imitate me or don't be in competition with me. Be in competition with your own body. Okay, then you won't get hurt. Okay. So now we're going to go to the Anuloma Viloma, getting the right hand ready, using the thumb for the right nostril and the ring finger for the left nostril. First, pick up your head a little bit back and then close your mouth and close the right nostril with the thumb. That's the initial, starting with the left open, taking deep breath through the left open and closing it and breathing out to the right open. Now take a deep breath through the open right, close it and release the left and breathe out to the left. All that is one round. 4 more rounds like this, starting with the left. Okay, so you can do as many number of times as you want. That's okay. Okay, and now we're going to do the bumblebee, Brahmari. Okay, close both ears with the thumbs. Keep the index and middle finger on the top of the forehead. Close the eyes and put the ring fingers on the closed eyes gently. Let the little finger hang around the mouth. Close the mouth. Do all the breathing through the nose only. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, make the noise like a bumblebee. As many times as you want, you can do. Okay, so say uh, important for the singers, speakers. Your throat will be clear. I love it, basically. And now we're going to go to the final one, Auma. First, take a deep breath, open your mouth, and say Ah, like that 5 times. Then O 5 times. Then Mata. Always breathing first and doing the utterance of a word important. Do that for yourself. Let the sound reverberate through your system. That's important. The energy channels in the abdomen, Ah, will open up. Energy channels in the chest, U. For the neck, Ma. Okay. First, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth. Now the O. Okay. Now the Ma. 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 Okay, those three sounds, and you're supposed to catch the silence beyond these three sounds in the womb. Okay, now we have come to awaken ourselves, alert and aware. That is the A in AEIOU. We energize ourselves. That is the E. We have some insights into where tensions or aches or problems in our body and also in our mind. AEI, and the O is the we split the O into three letters for energy channels. We did that as a O, and the last letter now is U. We are got the universal consciousness being in us as the life force. So we are that. So anchor in that universal consciousness which is in us and say that I am that conscious being really, and I have the body and mind as tools. So when you breathe in, assert, affirm yourself that I am the conscious being. Koham soham, Sanskrit. And then when you breathe out, say, I'm not just this body or mind, they are my tools. So any dissociation happens with the exhaling that through whatever attachment you have, let it go. Okay, that is the idea of this last one. This is the most important one in yoga, to identify with our inner being. Okay, so let's do that. For this, you keep both your hands in Dhyana Mudra and keep both hands on the lap and keep your back straight. Tilt your head back a little bit, close your eyes, but keep the gaze in between the eyebrows. Okay, and then close your mouth and as you take the deep breath in, say to yourself, I am the conscious being. Koham soham. When you breathe out, say, I'm not just this body or mind. Okay? Okay, now, Sharmi, mute yourself, please. Yeah. Okay, let's start. 10 breaths, okay? Koham soham. Deham naham. I am this conscious being. I am not just the mind or body. They are my tools. Koham soham. Deham naham. I am the conscious being. I am not just the body or mind, but they are my tools. Koham soham. Deham naham. I am the conscious being. I am not just the body or mind. They are my tools. Koham soham. Deham naham. I am the conscious being. I am not just the body or mind. They are my tools. Koham soham. Deham naham. I am the conscious being. I am not this body or mind. With that, we are done for today. And so, we are done for today, and I will see you back again tomorrow. Have a great day. Stressless, enjoyable, contributing. Bye bye.